They say life can change in the blink of an eye. One moment, the world unfolds in familiar patterns. The next, an unforeseen current pulls us under. For Mary, a vibrant 71-year-old soul who graced her corner of the world with kindness and a radiant smile, her daily walks were more than just exercise. They were a tapestry woven with the threads of her life, the quiet contemplation of nature, the friendly nods to familiar faces, the comforting rhythm of her own footsteps on the well-trodden paths of her beloved community right here in our own neighborhoods. To those who knew her, Mary was the epitome of graceful aging, active, independent, her days filled with the gentle routines that brought her joy. Yet, beneath this vibrant surface, a silent narrative was unfolding, a subtle shift in the delicate balance of her body. Increasingly frequent dizzy spells, those unwelcome guests that would momentarily steal her equilibrium, had become a secret she guarded with a practiced nonchalance. Just a touch of lightheadedness. She'd wave off concerns with a reassuring smile, but in the quiet moments, a flicker of unease would dance in her eyes. That particular morning held a unique crispness in the air, the kind that whispers of winter's approach. The fallen leaves, a breathtaking mosaic of reds, golds, and browns, lay like a deceptive embrace on the sidewalks. Mary, wrapped in her favorite cardigan, stepped out with her usual determined stride, a familiar tune humming softly on her lips, a brave melody attempting to mask a subtle tremor of apprehension she couldn't quite shake. Unbeknownst to her, this wasn't just another routine stroll. This was a path unknowingly leading her toward an unforeseen intersection with fate, a moment where the hidden vulnerabilities within her would collide with the subtle treachery of the ordinary. The stumble, when it occurred, was devoid of drama, a mere hesitation in her step, a fleeting snag as the toe of her shoe caught on that almost imperceptible rise in the pavement, hidden beneath the colorful camouflage of autumn. But the consequences were disproportionate, amplified by a hidden fragility that had been silently advancing within her. Not just the gradual thinning of bones that can accompany age, but a more insidious condition, a silent weakening that had gone undetected, advanced osteoporosis, making her bones brittle and susceptible to fracture with even the slightest impact. And there was another unseen player in this tragic sequence, a medication recently prescribed for a seemingly unrelated issue, a mild heart irregularity, a medication with a rare but documented side effect, occasional, sudden drops in blood pressure, a fleeting moment of profound dizziness that tragically coincided with that infinitesimal misstep. It wasn't just a simple fall. It was a cascade of unfortunate events, a confluence of hidden vulnerabilities converging at a single, devastating point in time. The brittle bones offered no resistance to the impact. The head injury was immediate, catastrophic. And the reason? Not just a momentary lapse in attention, not just the subtle changes of aging, but a hidden medical condition compounded by the unforeseen side effect of a medication, a cruel twist of fate concealed beneath the surface of an ordinary morning walk. The headlines that followed painted a stark, simplistic picture. 71-year-old woman dies after fatal fall. A tragic accident, many murmured. But beneath that surface of the ordinary lay a complex web of unseen vulnerabilities, a stark reminder of how fragile life can be and how crucial it is to understand the hidden currents that can unexpectedly sweep us off our feet. Now, the question that lingers in our hearts isn't just the sorrow of how it happened, but the urgent need to understand how we can illuminate the shadows in our own lives, how we can take proactive steps to prevent such a devastating end from darkening our own paths. My dear friends, Mary's story, as unsettling and heartbreaking as it is, carries within it a powerful message of awareness and the importance of taking control of our safety. While we may navigate the subtle challenges that come with age, knowledge and proactive strategies are our most steadfast companions. Let's now turn our attention to 5 crucial, safe walking techniques, practical steps that can help us navigate our paths with greater awareness, confidence, and security, ensuring that our cherished walks remain a source of joy and well-being for many years to come. Let's dive into our first technique, becoming a mindful walker. This is all about bringing your full attention to the simple act of walking, engaging both your senses and your awareness to ensure a safer journey. One of the most crucial aspects of mindful walking is paying close attention to the path ahead. Think of yourself as a careful explorer, scanning your environment for potential hazards. This means actively looking about 10 to 15 feet in front of you, identifying things like cracks in the pavement, uneven surfaces, loose stones, or even changes in lighting or shadows that could obscure a trip hazard. Just as important as watching where you're going is how you're carrying yourself. Good posture acts as your body's natural stabilizer. Imagine a gentle string pulling you upwards from the crown of your head. Keep your head up, your gaze forward, rather than looking down at your feet all the time. Relax your shoulders but gently draw them back, and engage your core muscles. That subtle tightening in your abdomen that helps support your spine and balance. Avoiding a hunched posture keeps your center of gravity more stable and reduces your risk of falling forward. Think about our friend Agnes, who lives just around the corner. A vibrant 75-year-old with a spirit as bright as the morning sun, Agnes cherishes her walks in the park, especially those early hours when the birdsong fills the air. But she confessed to me recently that she used to have these little stumbles, those unexpected near falls that would leave her feeling shaken and a little less confident. Agnes realized that she was so often lost in her thoughts or admiring the beauty around her, those magnificent old trees, the playful squirrels, that she wasn't truly paying attention to the ground beneath her feet. After one particularly close call with a raised tree root, she made a conscious decision to become what she calls a mindful walker. Now, before each step, she makes a point of gently scanning the path ahead, her eyes moving in a wide, steady arc, actively looking for any potential hazards, a crack in the pavement, a loose stone, an uneven patch of grass. And just as importantly, she's become more aware of how she carries herself. Head held high, her gaze directed forward, her shoulders relaxed but gently drawn back, like she's standing tall and proud. "It's like I'm actively looking out for myself," she told me with a newfound confidence. "And it's made a world of difference. I feel so much more grounded and in control now." Technique number 2, mastering your steps and stride for stability. Let's now focus on the very mechanics of how we walk, the rhythm and pattern of our steps. Sometimes, as the years gently pass, our natural way of walking can subtly change. We might find ourselves taking shorter, quicker, shuffling steps, perhaps without even realizing it. While this might feel easier or less tiring, it can actually increase our risk of tripping because our feet aren't fully clearing the ground with each step. Instead, let's aim for a more deliberate and controlled movement, what we call a heel-to-toe gait. Imagine gently landing on your heel first, feeling that solid contact with the ground, then smoothly rolling through the arch of your foot, and finally pushing off with your toes. This creates a more stable and balanced transfer of weight with each step. Take our friend Frank, a youthful 78-year-old who finds immense joy in his daily gardening. For several years now, Frank has been managing peripheral neuropathy in his feet, a condition that can sometimes make it difficult to feel the ground beneath him. This understandably made him feel quite unsteady, especially when navigating the slightly uneven terrain of his beloved garden paths. His dedicated physical therapist taught him the importance of a conscious, grounded gait. Frank explained it to me with a determined nod. "Because I don't always have that clear sensation in my feet, I have to be very intentional with each step. I really focus on making that heel contact first, feeling the ground, then deliberately rolling through. I also found that shortening my stride just a little bit gives me so much more control. It might mean I walk a little slower, but I haven't had a fall in over a year, and I can still spend hours amongst my tomatoes and beans, which is everything to me." Frank's experience beautifully illustrates how consciously adapting our gait can help us maintain our stability and continue to enjoy the activities we love, even when facing sensory challenges. Technique number 3. Choosing safe footwear and considering walking aids. Our feet are our primary connection to the ground, the very foundation of our mobility. And what we choose to put on them can significantly impact our stability and safety. Let's make a conscious effort to select sturdy, comfortable shoes that provide good support for the arches of our feet and feature non-slip soles with reliable traction. Think about the surfaces where you typically enjoy your walks. If you often encounter uneven paths or grassy areas, shoes with a more robust tread will offer better grip. Ensure your shoes fit properly, not too loose that they might slip off unexpectedly, and not too tight that they restrict your movement or circulation. And please, let's make a pact to reserve those cozy but often treacherous slippers and those stylish but inherently unstable high heels for when we're safely indoors. Regularly inspect the soles of your walking shoes. If the treads are worn smooth, it's a clear sign that it's time for a new pair to keep you grounded. Now, let's talk openly about walking aids. Our dear Dorothy, a vibrant 82-year-old who embodies grace and resilience, had been experiencing increasing discomfort in her knees due to arthritis. Her doctor gently suggested a cane, but like many of us, Dorothy harbored some reservations. "I thought it would make me look older, more frail," she confided. But after a couple of unsettling near falls, she decided to embrace the support. "Oh, what a difference it made!" she exclaimed with a warm smile. "It took so much pressure off my knees, and suddenly, I felt so much more stable and confident. I actually regretted not using it sooner. It's not about looking a certain way, it's about staying active and safe, and that's what truly matters." Dorothy's experience beautifully illustrates that a cane or a walker isn't a symbol of decline. It's a valuable tool that can empower us to maintain our independence and continue enjoying the activities we love with greater security. If your doctor or physical therapist recommends a walking aid, please consider it with an open mind. Technique number 4. Exploring diverse environments with awareness. The world outside our homes is a tapestry of different terrains and ever-changing conditions. To walk safely, we need to become adaptable explorers, adjusting our technique to match the environment. When you find yourself on uneven ground like gravel paths or grassy areas, take smaller, more deliberate steps. Lift your feet just a little bit higher than usual to clear any small obstacles. Pay close attention to where you are placing each foot, taking your time. When you encounter slopes, lean your body ever so slightly forward when walking uphill and slightly back when going downhill, taking smaller, controlled steps to maintain your balance. And when faced with steps, use handrails whenever available and take one step at a time, ensuring your balance before proceeding to the next. Now let's talk about 72-year-old David, who moved to a new neighborhood with more diverse walking paths after retiring, had to consciously learn to navigate these different environments. He shared with me, "Back home, the sidewalks were mostly smooth and predictable. Here, I've had to become much more aware of the ground beneath my feet. I've learned to take smaller, more measured steps on the uneven bits and to really focus on where I'm placing each foot. It took a little getting used to, but now it feels natural, and I feel much more secure on my walks. And when it comes to wet or icy conditions, please exercise extreme caution. Water can turn even the most familiar surfaces into treacherous hazards. If at all possible, consider postponing your walk until the weather clears. But if you must venture out, take very short, shuffling steps, keeping your feet close to the ground to maintain your center of gravity. Consider using specialized shoe grips for added traction on ice, and don't hesitate to use walking poles for extra stability. Remember, your safety is always paramount. There's no shame in adjusting your plans or staying indoors when conditions are risky. Technique number 5. Incorporating balance and strength exercises. Finally, let's talk about the incredible power of keeping our bodies strong and our balance sharp. Incorporating simple exercises into our daily routine can significantly improve our leg strength, ankle stability, and overall balance, all crucial elements for safe and confident walking. Simple exercises like heel raises, gently lifting up onto the balls of your feet, and toe raises, lifting just your toes off the ground, can strengthen those vital lower leg muscles. Holding onto a sturdy chair and doing gentle side leg raises can improve hip strength and stability. And even practicing single leg stands for a few seconds each day, while holding onto a counter or chair for support, can make a remarkable difference in your balance over time. Gentle movements inspired by Tai Chi or yoga, focusing on controlled weight shifts and balance, can also be incredibly beneficial. Our friend Lillian, 79 years old, who manages occasional dizzy spells due to her blood pressure medication, has found these exercises to be a true lifeline. Her doctor showed her a few simple things she could do right in her own living room. Just a few minutes each day, she shared with a newfound sense of security. And I feel so much steadier on my feet when I'm out for my walks. It's like I'm building my own inner foundation of stability. Remember, it's always wise to have a chat with your doctor or a physical therapist before starting any new exercise program, just to ensure they are right for your individual needs and abilities. But incorporating these gentle movements into your daily life can truly empower you to walk with greater confidence and reduce your risk of falls. My dear friends, as we reflect on Mary's story, let it serve not as a source of fear, but as a powerful call to awareness and action. By embracing these 5 safe walking techniques, by becoming mindful walkers, mastering our grounded gait, choosing our footwear wisely and considering walking aids when needed, adapting to our surroundings with care, and nurturing a strong and steady body, we can all continue to enjoy the immeasurable joys and benefits of walking for many years to come. Which of these techniques resonates most with you? What small step will you take today to walk a little more safely, a little more confidently? Share your thoughts and any other valuable tips you have in the comments below. We are a community, and we learn and grow stronger together. If you found this video helpful and informative, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content dedicated to your health, well-being, and independence as we gracefully navigate these wonderful years. Remember, every step you take is a step towards a healthier, more vibrant, and more fulfilling life. Walk safely, walk with joy, and we'll see you in our next video.